It's my first day as a driver for Roadie. It appears that Roadie works with Home Depot quite a bit from the offers that I've been seeing today. I think they also work with Best Buy and maybe a few other places as well, trying to get goods from the store to the customer. And as a delivery driver, my job is to do that as quickly and efficiently as possible. Unfortunately, there's already been some issues. I tried to make this video a few days ago and I did not get any good orders, but I got this one for $9.52, I believe. And it's going about 3 miles, but we're about 4 miles from the store right now, so it's gonna be 7 miles total. Since I've already been accepted to this order, it's telling me to start the gig. I don't know if I'm supposed to start it and then head to the store, or I'm supposed to head to the store and then start it. So I'm just driving there right now. It says to start it by 12:20. It is 12:15 right now. So I think I need to press start before I actually get there. I decided to start the gig and it looks like that was the right choice because now I have until 12:31 to pick up the items from the store, which is actually what they told me on the offer screen. The offer screen looked like this and it said 12:31 was the pickup time and the delivery time, I forget, but it was like probably 20 minutes after that, somewhere around there. And it said that there were a couple items. The heaviest and largest items weren't that big, and so for a car of my size, I think that's good. Even though I would be able to physically carry the weight, I don't know if a larger item would necessarily fit in here. I'm thinking something like, if it's from Home Depot, I'm thinking like something really long piece of wood that would not fit in this car. So that's really nice that they tell you the exact like size of the item so that you don't accept something that you can't actually deliver. After I decided that I wanted to take this offer, I didn't get to accept it right away. I had to submit an offer saying that I was willing to complete this. I believe this gives time for other people to also submit an offer. I'm not exactly sure how Roadie would decide who is the one that gets the offer, but probably somebody with more experience. So I might be last priority when it comes to these. I waited a little bit less than 10, I think 8 or 9 minutes, and it was determined that I did get this offer because, I mean, I'm here at Home Depot, you can see it. So now we are going to go inside, get the order, and it's going to be a 3-mile drive to the customer. There was somebody helping me right here at this computer. They said they do have the order, so I guess that's good news. And then he walked all the way down there. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but I told him it's my first time. And he was like, okay, we'll get you trained on how to do them. So I guess I'm just waiting for him to come back. All right, this is the item, a huge trash can. Okay, so now we get this loaded up into there. It said it would fit in the front seat, but I don't think so. Okay, there we go. It all fits in there. Couldn't fit upright. It's next to all my other delivery bags. I'm a DoorDash driver, if you guys didn't know. I'd say overall, it was a pretty easy and decent pickup. The only problem was, like, I was supposed to go to the customer service desk, but there were no employees available to talk to me right away. And it says to wait in line. You can't just cut the line just because you have a pickup. But like as a DoorDash driver, Uber Eats driver that I am, that's how I make most of my money when I'm delivery driving. Like, you can cut the line. Then the guy had to go on his computer, look up the item, and then he had to walk really far away to go to their orders section. So I don't know if like I went to the wrong area of the store, but I went to customer service just like they told me to. We're now getting close to the customer's house and I'll take you through the drop-off process. If you've done any delivery driving, whether it's restaurant or groceries, you're probably going to think it's very similar to how Roadie works. Roadie, all I did was carry the big trash can up to the door. I set it right down and I went through the instructions that the app gave me. And it said that I just had to take a picture of it, make sure it was in a good spot so that the customer can find it. And it was right in front of their door, so that's what I marked on the app. And that's pretty much it. I just clicked complete delivery. There was also a section on there where you could rate the Home Depot, and since it made me give a reason why I gave it 4 stars, I was like, you know what, I just won't rate it. And we're actually at a different Home Depot right now because I got another order. We're gonna do at least a couple, hopefully. Well, these Roadie orders I've learned might be difficult to come by, so hopefully I can do at least 3, at least 4. We'll just see how the day goes. This one also said that it's going to take 15 minutes for them to either accept me or reject me. And so in the meantime, I accepted this DoorDash order for $13.50. I was like, I might as well get this done. And it actually dropped me off right next to the Home Depot. So it's actually a great order. And so I submitted my offer for Roadie, did the DoorDash order, completed both drop-offs, and somewhere along the way in between the first and second drop-off, I was accepted for the gig. So then I was making my way to the second customer and I clicked start gig, and there we go. Now I'm actually here a little bit before the pickup time. Hopefully that doesn't matter at all. I'm actually gonna try to go in there right now to see if the order would already be ready before the pickup time. The order was not ready for me. I talked to an employee. They said, oh, that hasn't been picked yet. And so they had to have somebody go into the aisles and actually get all the items. So I was waiting there about 5 minutes, no, more like 7. And then the clock hit 1:19 and it said that the order was supposed to be ready right now. And I was like, well, I wish it was ready right now because I'm just kind of sitting here. After another like 5-6 minutes of waiting, they show up with this grocery bag and the 3 light bulbs are in there. Customer's like 15 minutes away. But when I started the delivery, it's 1:28 and it said, oh yeah, you're supposed to be delivered by 1:30. How does that make sense? How am I supposed to complete this 15-minute drive to the customer in 2 minutes? I really don't think I'm going to be penalized for being late, but just something to note just in case something weird happens. That one was in a gated community, so it took a little bit longer than usual if it was just a normal house. I wonder if they can tip on here. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe on these Home Depot orders, you just like don't get tipped. I really want to like look at that area of either the app or in the earnings screen to try to find out like if it's possible that I even receive more. So that one took about 45 minutes and I made $10. So I don't really think that's great, but it could be useful when it's like pretty slow out when I'm using like my other apps and I'm just not really getting anything, and then this one pops up. That does make sense, like something that I might want to do. There is another Roadie order. It is for 4 miles. It's for around $9, and I'm wondering if I should take it. I mean, it's going to take about like 7 or 8 miles just to get to the store, and so another 4 miles to complete it. So I don't really know if that's like the best move. I'm still debating about it. I mean, of course, I'm going to be out here for a while. I can do more DoorDash orders while I'm waiting, or we might take that order. We're not going to end up doing that 4-mile delivery for $9. It just really doesn't make sense to go 7 miles over there and then do the drop off and then drive 7 miles back. I really was thinking about doing it because the drop off time was so close to the current time. I thought that they were going to boost up the pay a little bit. It would have been really nice to see that, and I might have done it for like $15, but instead of them boosting up the pay, they just knocked back the drop-off time. So it just looked like they were never going to boost up that pay. So driving all that way out there just didn't seem worth it. We are going to continue to keep looking for orders for the rest of this shift, and I actually don't know how long it's going to be, but it's going to be a long one. I've already been out here since 8:30 a.m. just looking for Roadie orders and just doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, and we're just going to continue with DoorDash until we get a good Roadie order. We're just out here doing these DoorDash orders, and waiting for a good Roadie order to come in. It turns out I did not have my push notifications on for Roadie. So now hopefully we are actually aware that there's more orders in our area so that I don't miss out on any opportunities. We have sad news. Unfortunately, the Roadie order that I submitted an offer for was not taken by me. It was a decent one. It was $8.50 for a prescription delivery. This one was only going 1 mile, even though I had to drive about 6 to 7 miles to actually get to the pickup. I was like, you know what? Normally I wouldn't take something like this because I had to drive so far out of my area, but let's do it for the video. So I submitted the offer. I was really excited to do it, and then I was rejected. Yeah, oh, come on, man. Like, that's so sad. I've been doing DoorDash deliveries for a while, and I guess I'm gonna keep doing them because the only other one that I have is this 24-mile delivery for $16. It's actually a decent pickup location, but yeah, then that's really far. I don't want to have to drive 24 miles to the customer and 24 miles back to my area. That doesn't seem worth it to me. Well, obviously it's late, and the only update that I have for you is that there were no orders for me to take. I was refreshing every 3 to 5 minutes. I was going crazy. I think I'm just mentally exhausted from the amount of times I went to the Roadie app, just refreshing. But we did DoorDash and Uber Eats for the rest of the night, and we actually got pretty close to a $300 day in about 11, almost 11 and a half hours. So still a good day. The Roadie, $19.63 in 2 orders. I really thought we were going to do at least a couple more. It just, nothing in like 20 miles of me. So I guess there's a lesson to be learned from this. It is nice to do Roadie. It's good to have it on your phone. It's just there's not going to be a lot of orders, at least in my area. Maybe there's more in your area. And the money is just not that great with the amount of time it takes to complete one order. But if it's slow, it could be good. I'm just happy that I was still able to make a good shift out of it. And sadly, only 2 orders. If you want to see any DoorDash videos, I'll have the playlist right here. And if you want to see any Uber Eats videos, I'll have the playlist right here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.